Welcome back, you Counter-Strike addicts. You're back again with ECX Season 6, Day 4, I believe, and we have got more action for you. We finished European Division. We're going to be here with the North American. My name is Henry G, and I've got James Bardolph and DDK with me. Gentlemen, North American Counter-Strike, bit of a Brazilian barbecue today as well. How are you?
I'm good. I just won another game in in Mythic League. Yeah.
Successful victory, a landslide victory.
It was. It could have gone bad.
Yeah.
People have the compulsion to just take more risk than is necessary.
Thoughts, Dan?
When you're winning every single round, but despite some bad behaviour, you can just 4 of the 5 players playing to win. It's all good.
It was all fine. What did you do?
Signed up to a gym.
Did you?
Ate some food.
Ate some food. Lovely. I've got some social media stuff to deal with. Well, Dan has to. Please try your best to nail this one.
Right. Join in the conversation at ECS on Twitter. Hashtag ECSS6 for Season 6, because that's how many seasons we've had. It's been a crazy roller coaster. And of course, check out ECS League or CSGOLeague.com. You can find all the information
Almost got it.
about ECS Season 6, including tickets.
No, again, don't try and call things up.
But it's smooth. It's smooth.
Yes, but
yeah, but it's not what he asked
man.
you to do, is it?
Let me drive the ship. You do what you're told.
Shall I leave?
No, you can do this now. You've made your bed. You can sleep in it. Go on. Go on.
Well, whatever. I don't know.
Tickets are available 22nd to 25th of November. We've got masses of Counter-Strike over the next few weeks. It's going to end up in the Arlington CSGO or Esports Stadium, I should say. Make sure you're there. This is not the best start we've had so far, is it?
I thought you gotta bring people up.
I'm
Henry.
trying to stay on
me
track.
down.
I've got a very strict schedule I need to
He's
stick
putting
to.
you on the platform to
gotta-
succeed. You're
we
just
gotta work
setting fire
together.
to everything.
Anyway,
Really, is that true, James?
we're going to calm down for a second. Just let it all
Okay.
breathe.
Maybe this is the problem. Take these
That
off.
is a massive problem for me.
I'm sorry about that.
So let's get
There
rid
you
of that. Let's bring up the teams that are playing in this region. Let's have a look at that, shall we? I'll read them out, and we'll talk about some interesting ones towards the end. Cloud9, Rogue, Liquid, Luminosity, all the big names, NRG, E-United, Renegades, Complexity, the Underdogs, Azio, who actually looked quite phenomenal. I have to say they'll be playing today as well. And
Quite
also,
phenomenal.
we did say it is going to be MIBR, a bit of a Brazilian barbecue today. They will be playing every single map we have. That's an exciting prospect, so that's quite cool. They'll be facing off against Team Liquid first. I guess it's a nice segue to bring up our schedule. We can see exactly what we'll be looking at as we go forward. And you give it a second, it will come through. There it is. MIBR versus Liquid. That's going to be game of the day. Surely, that's going to be excellent.
Big games, absolutely. Azio are climbing the mountain for sure. Still at base camp at the moment, but MIBR versus Liquid. It's another opportunity for us to see the progress of MIBR.
Indeed. I know that coach is still within Europe, but obviously he can do it remotely. Not a big deal. That's Yanko, who's just joined their midst, and they were looking to get better and better. They have managed to get to some finals. They have managed to get top 4 at the major. They're looking good. We'll see if they can continue on that upward trajectory they're currently on. But Liquid, surely, Dan, in your opinion, must be the favourites going into that one.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's I think you highlighted the reason why this will be interesting, because Liquid have been very steady for quite some time. Definitely the top dogs, team that you likely expect to be sort of mirroring what Astralis are doing in Europe right now, which is just crushing everybody, being consistent. But MIBR, as you say, they've been doing better and better recently. I think there's a lot of doubt and aspersions cast towards them, and whether or not sort of an all-star lineup could really work in this way. And you can see the struggles of everyone trying to find new roles, trying to adapt to new and different things, new identity. And as you said, Yanko's been helping them with that. And they have a lot of firepower and flashiness to them. And that's why this match is going to be incredible. Because, I mean, Liquid, they don't know exactly what to expect, I think.
Thank you for giving me a good answer. That was nice. James, do you want to talk about MIBR a little bit? What do you feel like their chances are against Liquid?
Well, they have to be an underdog, despite the skill on the team, and part of the question is finding the roles on every map.
Sure.
And I mean, it's 14 halves. We're talking about different roles and so on, and if people have to play positions they're not used to, getting used to it. So that's a time thing. Again, like we have Astralis in Europe, I think Liquid are probably the most efficient team in North America.
Absolutely.
So they're the team you can make the least mistakes against. They won't give you much to exploit either. So that's why Liquid is a good bar, a good measurement to see where MIBR are at the moment?
I would say if you looked at the two teams on paper, I'd say pound for pound, you might even edge it towards MIBR in terms of firepower. It's just the team play, I think, is very, very good for Liquid right now. But for me, the main battle that has to go down is going to be the AWP prowess of MIBR. Obviously, you've got one of the most legendary names amongst their ranks with Fallen and Cold Zera backing them up with a double AWP as well. Lots of AWP potential in there with Stewie2K joining as well. Do we feel like that's going to be a big factor going into this game? A lot of people do rate Nitro. I find it to be a little bit inconsistent with the real technical AWPing. Do you think that's going to be a massive factor here?
I wonder if he, like, battling somebody like Fallen, not the best ideal situation, but I don't know if that's necessarily the kind of sniping that he's looking for. But then you do have to deal with Fallen, right? And depending on what side you are, that can be in part helped with utility, but at some point you've got to shoot him. So I don't think he's the best style to go against the Fallen, but if they can use teamwork to overcome him, then...
Yeah. A lot of people said that MIBR dropped off towards the end of 2017, the beginning of 2018. We're going to go into the game momentarily. Do you feel like they're back down? Do you feel like they're going to reclaim 2019, perhaps?
I don't know if they're back yet. I think we need to see the next couple months. We've only just started recently at Blast. Obviously, they're making the finals and making it close against Astralis. I think that's really been their highlight. I think everything previous to that, it's looked shaky. They've had some results here or there, but it's been shaky. So now they need to stabilize and prove that they can have some consistency to their team, and battling against his ex-teammates as well. Taco, obviously on Team Liquid, and that's a nice start there for MIBR, as Cold will take down Twists, one of the problem men.
The problem men, not the danger man. And we'll see the opening kill come in. It's going to be a Liege, but here comes Stu. That is sublime, as he finds two with the USP. And that should be the round in itself. He wants a bit more of the action, though, and he'll get it. 4 versus 1. Taco up against his old teammates, of course, looking for blood is Stewie2K. It looks like he might find it as well. What a phenomenal round, James.
Yeah, that is huge from Stewie. Lovely one taps, 4 kills in total, and that's just a great statement in a pistol round. I am ready for the AIM games today, especially against a team such as Liquid with so many savages, but just the one, he just knows he doesn't need more than that. It's beautiful stuff, really is. Nice correction there, and then the last one as well.
For me, Stewie2K, this might be a controversial talk about. I think he is the most talented North American player. I love watching his movement, especially. I think that's on another level compared to a lot of other players. He hasn't really been truly realized in this squad. I don't think they got the most out of him just yet. It's coming though, and that's what I'm excited about. Yanko joining this team. Hopefully he can get it out of him, as Fallen will be battling towards the logs. He'll get the first frag. They're a bit dicey towards the end, but they got the first 2 frags. There's Tarek backing him up, and we're in a 5 versus 3. This was not the force buy, just a note from Team Liquid. They're doing this a lot these days, even on the T side, not getting armor. So trying to save that cash.
That will make their health paper thin.
I guess the idea is if they can somehow get the bomb down in this round, it means they do get a buy in the 3rd still. That's the rationale behind it, but hasn't really worked out in that manner right now. Is Stu claiming another frag. That's Nafly. Drop to the floor. Nitro. It's the same treatment. There we go. Clean sweep.
To add to your point about Stewie, I think it was very telling on Cloud9, especially, let's say on Mirage CT side, when he would start AWPing and getting hyper-aggressive around the connector position. It's very telling of the kind of extra gear he has to take a match away from the opponent, which you don't really see from that many other players, but again, he's got the skill, the confidence to do it, and he is a great reader of the game in that respect. So I think it's a very reasonable argument to suggest that he's the strongest player in North America. I feel like he has the potential to be. He doesn't have the consistency to take that moniker just yet, but here we go. The Apartments rush coming through, a little bit of a block, as they are all hungry for the frags. Cold Zera, obviously, his name speaks for himself. I'm sure you're all familiar with him by now. Been around for a while, a couple of majors under his belt. And it's going to be the 5 versus 2, as Taco will also be dropped. Liege P250 will get 1 kill, $300 in the bag, pays off the debt for that particular pistol, but shouldn't change the outcome of the round.
Well, almost over. This is not really good look, is it? Out of the crawl space. Hello, Stewie.
Well, they've got a bit of a bonus situation. They've got an MP5, the MP9, and the FAMAS going to the first gun round. That suggests they're going to be very aggressive towards areas like B. Liquid should be aware of that. Maybe nade at the start to try and shut that down. Almost certain that's where the SMGs will head and try and find the first kill. They do upgrade one of them, though. I think the MP9's been thrown away. No, it's actually fallen straight on the AWP. So there we go. So the one player that did die throws him the AWP. He'll swap over the M4. Smoke down to avoid the Molotov. Molotov in return. It gives him still a gap for Fallen to use, and he'll go behind the half wall here, jumps up, looking towards Log, see if he can get that first pick.
It's very quiet stuff here for Team Liquid as they wait out the initial utility. And you've got to be really careful with the apps. It's quite brave, you know, especially because there's some SMGs still on MIBR. They'll definitely be wanting to, in the cases, fight there. But again, we see that classic boost over the broken wall, over the wall.
Half wall.
The half wall. Not sure what
You
kind
had
of
your
wall
coffee
it is.
again, Dan, or?
Back into cobblestone we go. Broken wall. But that's beautiful. We've seen that so commonly, but it's still good, even if people expect it. And the trade as Liquid try to take middle. Very active here, MIBR.
Okay, a little bit too active, I would say. And now it's up to Fur, the monster, who's holding the A side. So get the first of the FAMAS, but surely not going to find two. There's too many players around him, and down he goes. Twists looking for the ace. He's got 4 kills in the round. It's up to young Stu, Jackie Yip, to do what he can. Just going to bail out with the AWP. So plenty of money still for MIBR, especially that AWP saved. But Liquid fighting back there. You can see exactly what we were talking about. They've got the SMGs there. They're trying to challenge and contest frags at the very start. Going towards Boiler Room. They lost that first. I don't think Tarek had to necessarily run straight in with the MP5. They had the 4-on-4 still. Could have had the crossfires, but still understand his mentality. And Stu will save the AWP. You can see they've got enough money for the next round. 3 survive for Liquid. All the frags will go into his favor.
3 survive for Liquids. Well then, it's time for the coffers to be emptied for MIBR. Gotta love Swiss. I need to watch some Swiss POVs, to be honest. I have a lot of POVs to be watching, but it's just great to watch the aim, just the control of the mouse is fantastic on many of these Liquid players, but Twist is quite a treat. So the second sniper, the angle you don't always expect. Lovely shot from Fallen, taking some damage. Oh, outstayed his welcome there, trying to get the Molotov down. Trying to get every inch out of it. There's another trade there. That's quite the shot from Elige. That's got to be really annoying when you go past the first person and the second guy takes it in the face. That guy's like, why me, man? Why always me?
Cold Zera with the AWP. Players all around him. He's the last on the defense on the A side for now. Doesn't look like he'll be surviving this, though. They seem to know exactly where he is. Best he can hope for is a kill before he goes down. I don't see anything else happening in that respect, not even that. And this is looking like a really fun game. You can see all the players are ready to go. The aim is there. This time not for Stu. Taka will take him down. It's a 3 versus 1. This time for Fur.
Doesn't want anything of it, though. Oh, goodbye gun. Money is pretty awful here for MIBR, so Mike wants to try to save this. Try to catch someone on the exit as well. Attacker might be said victim. Ooh, here's the stab. Infernos. He's going to deliver a fatal blow and get out of there, save that gun. So nicely done, extra kill out of it. The AWPs will be safe. Double AWPs. Are they really going to hold on to those? No, Twist will drop his for an M4. Looking to try to catch him when he's saving in the pits.
Yeah, he's in the dossier.
Well, the Get Right. Get Right did it before Dosia.
Did he really? Well, unless you get a spray in the pit, Dan, I think you can go with the dossier.
I think Get Right killed everyone, right? When he did it, James?
Yes, but who has a spray in the pit?
Oh.
The graffiti.
Oh, right.
Is there a spray in there?
There's a graffiti, yeah, for dossier. In the pit.
I don't remember. I'm too
It
busy.
says X-God in the corner. Right there.
Oh, yes.
X-God perfume.
Damn. Well, do it in the major. That's the
Exactly. That's how you get remembered.
story. Yeah. If only I made that knife, eh?
Exactly. That would have been. You probably could have got your own.
MIBR now gone from 2 AWPs to a Mag 7 on Monsieur Stewie 2K. Hello.
See ya.
Nice range on that Mag 7. Sometimes it betrays you. Sometimes it defies science. Forced away by the Molotov. That will get him on the high ground as well, yeah. Even on Mirage in the market, if you stand on the fridge and there is a Molotov on the low ground, it'll still burn you. I learned that yesterday the hard way.
What's the hard way?
Being on top of the fridge.
Okay, fair enough.
So plan B from Team Liquid is to go A. But MIBR have guessed correctly, and they have 4 players there ready and waiting. The AK, though, towards that B bomb site will be absent during the initial defense, but we'll have to see whether Liquid can cut through what's there, because it's going to be formidable. That's a late smoke. That's going to be going away around the 23 seconds mark. Taco catches the push, and the wrap will come in from Team Liquid around the side, and that's really powerful. All those positions in the bomb site between Stewie and Colzera, they're not going to have anywhere to cover them. Exposed in the open.
Well, this looks pretty good at this point for MIBR. Sorry, for Team Liquid. Doesn't look good for MIBR.
No, not at all.
Although an AK always looks good in the hands of a CT, if you are the CT concerned. Monsieur for all these players over towards Newport Beach.
Look at the kit he's got as well. Like, he's got diffuse kit, incendiary, flashbang, helmet, AK. Definitely wants to save all that. Tons of value, and he's got 4,200 in reserve as well. He can drop the orb for Fallen next round.
Got the value at the top as well under the team names that the teams are currently carrying. Oh, and on the sides, equip value. Nice. 5,400, that is a lot of money. It is like about 6k for a buy for a CT. More expensive than a T's. 5 more expensive, the rifles more expensive as well. 3 to 3. It's buy time for MIBR. Meebo Justin Bieber. Lovely.
Cool. Yeah.
He didn't even, considering how quick that was, he didn't shoot between the 2 players, which a lot of people would do that.
Yeah. Had his eyes on the prize, and now we get into the next gun round. 3 in a row for Team Liquid. Nitro has got the AWP, so we will see that battle take place. We discussed it, and the nades won't quite make it. The second one made it, probably does significant damage. That might be our love to challenge Banana. We'll see if that works out for them. Good grenade damage.
Landed on it.
Yeah, really did. And he spots one, Fallen. Doesn't want to take the battle of looks things, would rather fall back and at least aware of all his tricks. Pre-firing all the angles he likes to play, nading the corners. Nitro T-side orb, very difficult to handle. That's not for him. That's a great pick. That's such a tiny gap as well.
Yeah.
Headshot, of course.
Not even a clip, just a clean shot.
In the face.
Surgical precision.
Stewie on that B-bomb side. Stewie's really good at anchoring it. Might not be required to do so this round, we'll see. The intentions have not been fully given away yet for Team Liquid. They've got Nas, who is occupying Banana. He's the weakest player though, so that's perhaps why he's on Banana, because here comes the push onto A. But the setup on the bomb site is good. There's no wrap here, so a lot to fight against for Team Liquid. It's going to be hard to break this, but Fallen will go down, leaving Tarek alone now. And he can't do too much. Taco having a fantastic round. 2 beautiful entries into the bomb site. And now it's to be caught in the rotation. Can he hold on to the AWP? That's the question now for MIBR, because their money is finally being diminished.
Oh,
Completely.
what a great start for MIBR. Loss bonus will be maximum soon, so this will be a dangerous round, especially with Fallen on 48.50. I'm curious to see what he will buy. Maybe a scout will be coming out. Maybe something more dangerous than that. Big frags from Taco. Ooh, he's going for the AWP. All right, so it's the Hero Sniper Rifle. This is still a dangerous buy, all those CZs, the odd smoke here and there.
Oh, someone just won 250k.
Commie Dwarf.
250,000 points. Guys, you want to get involved, hook up your FACEIT account to YouTube. You can get the loot, you can get the drops. It's all kicking off. We've given away 1.8 million points so far this season.
That's AWP territory. Not a Dragon Lore, but something else.
Well,
there we go.
which,
the AWP from Fallen.
yes.
Now Team Liquid have to ask what other weapons may be out to play here. Probably expected of some rifles as well.
Well, this is good from Fallen. He's shown presence towards middle. He wants to funnel them towards B. Changes his position. He'll be there at the coffins, and Liquid, obviously they're trying to get away from him as much as possible. They'll be aware that he can move. He can be mobile. In terms of smokes, there's still one available for Tarek. But he's not a B. That's going to be Fallen and Stu. They've got no nades to hold this off. Stu needs to try and bait in as best he can. Fallen hitting the shots now. This is actually looking very good for MIBR.
Support from Fur. There's a flashbang for the pool, but it's gone too deep, and Stewie's blind. Still alive for the time being. Trying to bait now. But now the bait's been taken, and so has he. How many CTs are in position? Fur doing some damage, leaving it 2-on-2. No grenades left for MIBR. No weapons either beyond the CZs. Oh, Nitro looks away for a second. Maybe he thought it was a flashbang, and now he's gone. Taco's got time pressure. Where can he plant the bomb here? Does he go for a fountain? That grenade won't do enough because these players have got Kevlar. But he may have just found the right angle. Cold Zero just teasing with the shoulder. A wide peek from him now. And they know exactly where Taco is. He has some cover to get a 1 versus 1. Going wide, there's the first one. Can he find a second? Oh, that's massive from Taco. Surely can't have had that many bullets left. Tarek just trying to bait them out so we could close the distance, but Taco was ready for it.
Super calm play from Taco as he guns down his former teammates there. Excellent work. See this second kill especially, you can see it's so precise. Ready to go. Aware of the possibilities. And it's going to be 5 in a row for Team Liquid. That seemed like a lock-in from MIBR. And although Fallen got, what, 2-3 kills, he'll still pay the price going forward because you do not get the same kill reward for the AWP as you do all the other weapons. It will be UMP in the hands for him.
If the flash went to pool instead of the middle of sight and flash Stewie, I do wonder if that might have made a difference. I mean, I'm sure some of the time they would have won that, but there we go.
Oh, bye-bye.
This is a really nice assertive play from Liquid. Getting up there, falling back, got a kill, taking down one of the most dangerous men on the server. That's Fur.
And in that really incredible series between Liquid and, or map between Liquid and Astralis on this map, it was actually Liquid's CT side that was so dangerous. No, their T side and their CT side, to be honest. I guess it was even, wasn't it, in the end, with all the overtimes as well?
All the overtimes.
All of the overtimes.
That was a weird situation. A Molotov towards bottom of Banana, forcing Stewie out, but there was no one peeking to see if anyone was there, which basically gives him the information rather than in the tease. That said, it will still go swimmingly for Team Liquid on the A site. MIBR have no answer to these rounds just yet. Stewie and Fallen remain. They are at max loss bonus, but that doesn't mean that they are losing all the rounds as well.
Liquid's T side is really strong, isn't it?
Yeah, it was 6 rounds in a row. That's definitely something you could attach to it. A strong T side so far.
And again, like, I have to remember they did, what, string 13 roughly against Astralis.
Yes.
At the major, so certainly formidable. That said as well, the thing that was, I think, impressive for me when they played Astralis was it was really clear that they had heavily prepared. And a lot of teams that sort of heavily prepare for a team of that caliber, they start to play too outside of their own game, and they start to make more mistakes because they're not playing within that comfort zone of routine. But Liquid have a good decision-making sort of tree, so they just know it's like within their playbook as to how to adjust to certain opponents, which is really cool. So you're never playing out your comfort zone, but you're still adaptable.
Excellent observations, Dan. What do you think they should do this round?
Well,
we've got tech pause. TeamSpeak's lagging apparently. I don't know how in this day and age. I've never experienced a lagging TeamSpeak in my life.
Same.
But now we're fine. But that was the situation. I don't know how TeamSpeak is such an issue in all Counter-Strike. Every game I play, at least once a day on LAN, there'll be a TeamSpeak issue. It's like, how is this?
Yeah, that's true, even on the LAN.
Yeah, so what happens? How does this... I've been
maybe
using it for 10 years, never had a problem with it.
Maybe there aren't TeamSpeak issues, Henry. Maybe they're just...
a conspiracy.
Yeah. The TeamSpeak conspiracy.
Mumble developers.
Whatever happened to Mumble? That just died out as soon as Discord arrived, didn't it?
Yeah, Mumble was amazing as well. It's open source.
It was the first low latency one.
Low latency, yeah.
Anyway, not a force buy from MIBR. They've lost 6 rounds in a row. They have maximum loss bonus. Young Stu with the old Mag 7 once again. But this is looking too strong from Liquid. It was a very exciting game with the pistol victory from MIBR getting fired up. I was ready for it, but now it's calming down and MIBR rolling over.
Wait. Hey up. Nothing. Nothing. Where are they? Where are they? Very tense stuff here. It's so scary because these rounds can just collapse like a house of cards. Oh, when the first player dies, and there it is.
What the?
That is incredible CZ work, isn't it? From Cold Zero. He's not done just yet. That's 3 more players to go. Oh my god, is he just... Oh, what is this? Come on, coldzera. Give them a chance.
How does he do this?
That was so sick. The instant correction is beautiful. It feels so good to do something like that.
You done that before, James?
With a few hours in, absolutely,
Yeah, get in the zone, drop an ace for the CZ.
Yeah.
I can't say I've ever done anything like that. That was nuts. CZ, close range, finds them all. Unbelievable.
I had a few of those live on the screen yesterday.
Did you really?
Absolutely, yeah. Got to make it happen.
I saw one of your plays. The AWP on Mirage. Bomb planter. Went straight for him.
Oh yeah, that was weird. Let's see, MIBR, they've been gifted an opportunity here on Inferno. They've lost a man early, as have Liquid, but you have to argue that favours the CTs. Fallen may get some sound cues from Nafly, but with Stewie rotating, there's no pop flash play, anything funky like that, and the sound cues are called by Fallen. Stewie will come back, flashbang avoided, doesn't see Fallen. He will send Nafly into the flowers.
Timing was ideal, but this is the mainstay play for Team Liquid moving into the A bomb site. Tarek sitting on the first contact position. This has to draw with him just being delayed now. Has to make the move. He's the only healthy player, but not anymore. Nitro 9 HP. coldzera shoot him in the chest. And MIBR straight back in this one. They've broken that momentum. That looks really unstoppable. And they're having a good time. Money's coming together. Got some AKs, double ops. Can't ask for much more.
Indeed. There we go. It will be now 6-5. MIBR pulling it back after an ace. Partial buy from coldzera. CZ and brains all over the place. And we'll see what is the eco of Deagles. 50-50s, a couple of CZs as well for Liquid will prove fruitful as we enter round number 12 here. We'll see whether this is execution where they can get the bomb down. 4 smokes. Dan, you excited for this? There'll be flashbangs, smokes, and chaos ensuing momentarily.
Looks very pretty, doesn't it? But I'm not sure about the efficacy. Stewie, 10 HP, flashbang out, can delay them. He's got the crossfire, or the crossfire set up with coldzera. Is that a double?
Yep.
My goodness.
I think so.
coldzera's turning up today. He's turning up. He's turning it up.
And he's turned up.
Yeah.
What does turned up mean?
It's an American phrase, and I don't really know how to answer the question. I don't really know what it means, but you know, it's like just one of those American things.
Does it mean hype or something?
I guess so.
Swipe.
I think it's in that direction. 3 rounds left to fight for, and this has got a lot more competitive. Does momentum favour MIBR? Very fast from Liquid towards top of Banana, establishing map control. He may leave a lurker here and focus on the other areas of the map. And see, ooh, that's an interesting angle from Fer, not the one you normally see. Maybe expecting somebody to swing wide, looking to his left-hand side. So I'd love to see how that plays out. And I think that Taco is headed in his direction, but Tarek may have an engagement as well.
Tarek's got a kill. There it is. His teammate trying to protect him from the stairs, and now they'll silently make their way back, hoping the wallbangs don't come through. They might do, though. Here it comes. Twists won't connect, though. Not there on time. So they'll fall back towards a B execution. Can they do it? They have 2 smokes, 3 Molotovs. They've got a challenge against Fallen first. AWP, not a prime position for it if they trade out effectively, but they're not going to do that. They've given him a chance of 1 versus 1s all over the place. He's still alive for now, nailing every single shot. That's the bomb down and the round over. Fantastic work there from Fallen. 3 kills come his way, and that was pretty beautiful to watch.
The first thing that's incredible about it is if you look at his position, this is such it's such a nuts off angle. Like, you don't expect that if there's an AWPer holding down this position, you just don't expect him to be there. You're not going to be checking for it. You're concerned about the safer positions to the choke point towards the site, and that's the thing is that he knows he can hit 3 players really close range, and that's only the best AWPers in the world can consistently offer that.
That is a very Fallen round.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think you're going to see anyone else
Exactly, yeah.
playing around like that.
And it's so strong. Like, how can you expect that?
It's really cool to be able to carve out your own niche in a game that's got so much history in it.
One quick thought there as well is that another reason why it's strong is because the T side at that point don't want to throw utility there at that point. They don't want to throw utility early for that position. You know, you just want to have like a trade setup or something, because otherwise you're going to give away that you're coming back up banana in that point in the round. So it's effective.
But also they had Nafly lurking further down in banana since they established control, from what I could see on the radar, and Fallen decided to just quietly sneak back into position. And look at this aggression from MIBR. Not the way you normally see it happen, but not shy to chase the player under the balcony. Some players lost, but they will right the ship very quickly indeed.
Very quickly, James. Enjoyed that. Great stuff from Fer. Aggressive, of course. Likes to push. Likes to get stuck in. It's a bit of a calling card of his and a double AWP setup. Coldzera and Fallen. For me, the most iconic double AWP setup. Chris J and Oscar maybe getting there at this point, but we'll see whether they can finish off the round in style. Coldzera seems to lit the fire beneath MIBR with that ace with the CZ. They've got right back in this game. They lost 6 rounds in a row. There's been nothing but success with Fallen surely dead here. He is indeed. He's up to Stewie 2K to fight back. That's the B bomb site completely open, and Liquid, they surely capitalize upon it, but they're not going to go in straight away. So they might just try and play bait off the rotations here, and Tarek will be left alone towards A. So 2 CTs waiting towards spawn, but they have lost track of what Liquid are up to. So Liquid definitely could have justified committing to that, but waiting for the bomb to join them, they can still execute it and be fine.
In come the Molotovs. Last round of the first half. Will they look over the smoke, moving close to the smoke. The pre-fire from Taco is glorious. Coldzera is on fire, has to move it back to his left a little bit. Wants to catch a play moving towards the new box. There's a good one. Now he is alone, 1 versus 3. Will they rotate the bomb towards the A bomb site or just continue as normal? That's a really nice plant from Twist. Very covered. Some jumps from Coldzera. Goes for a quick scope, but he won't land the shot. And that will be 8 to MIBR and 7 to Team Liquid.
Indeed it will. You can see the flurry of rounds from both teams towards the end. 6 in a row for Liquid, then 5 for MIBR. And it will be a tied up half pretty much. We'll split down the middle, 8 to 7. MIBR now on the T side. Pistol could be very important with this scoreline. We'll have a look at the T buy. Focus on that, see if we can work out what they'll be up to. 3 smokes so far. Sorry, 3 sets of armor so far, not smokes, and 4 total. It's going to be falling with the 1 smoke flashbang, and that suggests they'll head towards A. They'll be probing towards B at the very start of the round, though. This will be a default. See what's available to them. See if they can get the banana control, but Nitro, the CZ on the CT side. He's got the smoke to back him up as well. Baited in by Elige. He's going for the first frag, which he's got. When he falls back, they're not going to check Nitro's position. It's all by design. He's got the second kill, and they've both got away with pretty decent health, apart from Elige. Didn't spot that, 4 HP, but still, he's alive and kicking, and they've got a nice lead here.
Yeah, hard decisions to make for MIBR. It's a pistol round, so you know, can always swing back in your favor. Smoke and flash on Fallen is always going to be nice. He is towards... Where is he? Oh, okay, towards bottom mids, moving up banana. So smoke CT or smoke coffins, and you can go for it. You probably would want to smoke CT though if you're going to try to move into the B bomb side. Smoke that. Is that from the? Oh yeah, smoke from the CT. So interesting.
Yes.
Quite interesting that they do that at this point. And now the rotation comes in from MIBR, so they'll be maybe slightly pressed for time, but pistol rounds are fast moving. They're going to try to wrap. They've got first still on banana. Ooh, okay, yeah, they're going for a B split here.
Surely Nafly's got the sound cue, like he has. That's a big frag, and that'll pull one of the players away from the B bomb site because they're concerned about the CT. In the meantime, Fir's been creeping quietly, it seems. Off angle, 15 seconds. Off angle for Elige, but he only had 4 HP also. Still creeping his Fer, but now there's a problem. 10 seconds and Nitro's still alive. He's got 7 bullets. That's quite a lot when he's trying to plant. He's dancing around, trying to avoid the cover, but he can't stop the plant from going down. And now there is an opportunity. Oh, I was going to say advantage, but a jumping Tarek will get wrecked, leaving Fallen alone in a 1 versus 2 with the Glock. He doesn't have the best range in the world, but as they continue to close in, that will be equalized. Does he choose the right place to peek? You can hear one set of footsteps, maybe two. Checking new box. Does he swing wide? Not believing they're going for it. A 10-second defuse, 5 seconds past, already fallen. Are you just going to stand there? What a brave stop. Oh, that's ridiculous. That's up 1 second on the clock, and that's too late now.
That
what
is wild, isn't it?
Animal.
Yeah, how did he time that to perfection like that?
Do you think he's counting in his head, or has he just got the intuition?
No, that's all just in his head. You just got to have the system.
Sometimes, like, you played enough Counter-Strike. I remember this was the thing in Quake. Like, you know, armors would respawn with certain timings. Sure. And you wouldn't even have to time sometimes. You just know to the exact second.
No, it's just an internal clock you have. Like,
yeah.
As long as you know, it's like, you don't have to be spot on. When he gets about 8 seconds in your head, that's when you're like, I've got to peek in a second now.
Yeah.
That's about it. But perfectly done. It couldn't have been better.
That's crazy, isn't it? The one perfect play. He nails it.
That knife looks like it's from a horror movie.
Oh, nice nade. What's your favorite horror movie, James? Why is it the thing?
I'm not big on horror movies. I guess Texas Chainsaw Massacre because of the meat hook.
It's got to be The Thing.
The Thing is great. I like that.
It is.
I think I watched it with you in Atlanta, didn't you?
Yeah, we watched it recently.
That was cool.
It holds up so well. It's incredible.
There's so many homages to it in other films and stuff.
Yeah.
People do little nods to it. It's cool.
It is incredible.
So, 4-spy from Liquid here. That was their round, remember. They got the first 2 picks there with that banana play. They had a 5-on-3. They fell back, and then the B split comes through. Kill by kill. MIBR got back into it, and then a sick play from Fallen to win the round for them. Perfectly done. Nitro. We'll have the CZ. He's actually got armor as well, the Orpa. Spending considerable cash this round. He's on 8 and 13. Top fragger is Taco. Got a score to settle, it seems. 13 kills to his name. Smokes deployed towards the library in the arch. MIBR. Bit of a fake here as they fall back towards B. You can see they've got Fur with the MAC-10. He's fine to be isolated and alone because he's got those smokes down. Only a MAC-10 to lose as well, but it is a bit of a B stack here. 3 players there. Who will come out on top? It looks like Young Stu. As he jumps around, will find the first 2 frags. Fur will get the 3rd, and that will be round concluded. It's just whether they can get a couple of frags at this point.
Such little time on the clock. It's terrifying to watch in a round such as this. Taco banging the drum, but no kill for him. And there's a 3-round lead for MIBR. Now you have to wonder. I mean, Team Liquid's CT side on Inferno is very strong. They've got loads of 2-man setups. I think they just have that general 2-man understanding, which is key to, it's like one of the basic tenets of Counter-Strike. I think Liquid's one of the teams who execute it best at the moment. So that's to look out for. There's the horror knife.
What's the horror knife? I haven't seen it. Is it one that's like the little tiny pointy blade on it?
Yeah, but it's like, I guess the wear of his one just makes it look like
rusty.
He's just got out of a, you know, he's bathing in the blood of thine enemy.
Yeah. Full eco, of course. Fur looking to make that money. He'll be creeping up towards garbage. He'll get a kill. Will he check it? He will. Nitro goes down. And that's going to be round pretty much. It's just USPs as Fur continues to find cash here. This was looking like a Liquid game, remember. They had 6 rounds in a row. We were kind of, well, it feels like that's the end. It took a cold 0 CZ round, and then it all fell apart. And MIBR got right back in the game, won the pistol in the second, recovering the 5-on-3.
There we go.
Now got the 3-0 conversion.
Look at that.
Oh, I did see that. What's it called? That
He's
one,
been in an abattoir with that. I don't know what it is. What it's called.
It's a cool knife. That must be one of the newer ones.
Yeah.
That is really nice. He's showing it off as well.
Yeah. Thank you, Nitro.
MIBR won both pistols, so feeling the uphill struggle.
And 3-0s both sides.
That
is really cool. I want one of those.
So it's quite interesting from that perspective. And
wallbanging with the MP5, it did 6 damage, like 4 hits.
And so another thing to think about is whether Liquid can get the money going, because that's can be very difficult on the CT side. We know that if they want to go to double ops, it can be really strong for them as well. So they've got not much utility here, and the fast-moving SMGs can be very problematic on a push into the A sites. And Liquid will have to be perfect.
A lot of smokes on this A bomb site. Fair and Stewie trying to breach, and they will be denied. Security of barred them entry. Great flick from Tarek there. Into the pit now, but it's 2 versus 3. They've got the AKs, it's still doable. That's a great position from Twist. 2K from him, and Fallen doesn't hear to play close to him. He does hear him, but can he frag him? He can't. He can't do it. And there is the first buy round for Team Liquid. But only 2 players surviving, so opportunity knocks for MIBR.
Yes.
Falling over cash at the moment. And the stuffed mattresses, the pillows, the false floor.
The vault.
The vault, yeah. The escape room.
The fake aerosol can.
The piggy bank.
The piggy bank.
The hole in the ship.
The
submarine.
You get your money in the submarine. That's probably a pretty safe place, to be honest.
Yeah.
Soles of the shoes.
The false eyeball.
Anyway, we'll get into the next round. That's the most bizarre one. We'll leave it there, as we'll have, like you said, a difficult buy for Liquid, so much reset potential, and that's fine for MIBR. They give that round away. They went into it with Mac 10s and an MP5, right? So that's fine for them. They got so much to work with here, including the AWP have fallen. And we'll see if they can find round number 12 and shut down Team Liquid for the monster, making his way through. Tarek will be given the task of holding second middle. They collect the bomb.
Testing top mids. Oh, Zucko! His timing as he wanted to make the play was very unfortunate. And Fallen's found his way into CT spawn with an AWP. That's terrifying, and that's why not being caught by Naf as he starts to rotate himself in. But maybe Naf can catch something, but he's so clueless at this point as to what's going on. Doesn't know which way to turn, and going towards the A side is a good look just because you can save, you know, with your entire team now at this point. And maybe catch Fallen, but no. 3rd kill in the round for Fallen. He has done quite a lot of damage. MIBR looking very, very good to take this map at this point. It's crippling the economy of the Team Liquid. They've not had a proper buy yet.
Yes, this is a very key round, and Fallen's willing to stay out there with the AWP to hold position. So the places Liquid can be saving are limited, and his teammates will come in to support and close the nets for now.
Goodness. Well, there we go.
Way. And Twist is trying to hold a French gun.
There it is. Clean sweep. Shout out to Team Liquid, by the way. They tweeted me yesterday so I can go down to the facilities, try it out, and play some CS. James, I believe you've been there before. What's
Yeah, their facilities are really awesome. Unfortunately, though, the chef wasn't there when I was there.
He said I might be able to come down tonight. They said there's a chance, so I might be able to swing by. So shout out to them, always helping out.
When I was there, Steele was still on the team, and he was playing an official, and Zeus was still there, was there as well. In their facilities are fantastic. We will make a video.
They're in Santa Monica as well, down the road.
Yeah, they're walking distance.
Well, here we go, full eco. MIBR on the precipice of closing this game out, but Taka might have something to say about it. The Deagle could be deadly here. There's the first kill. They're not trading it out. They're waiting for the reaction towards the quad. And they'd be right in thinking that could be the case. My God, it's the CZ once again, lighting up the heads as it falls apart once more. How does this keep happening?
Absolute randomness. The one player facing Arch went down. There were 2 players facing short. They both went to peek Arch together. Then the short guys came out, and then the Arch guys came out, and then I don't even know.
Unbelievable. We've got a game on our hands now. That changes everything. Liquid are right back in it. An eco victory just like MIBR got. So they were due one themselves. Let's have a look as to whether round number 22 will be just as exciting. AWP on either side. Nitro will be trying to challenge Fallen here as they go for the B control. This is the calling card of Team Liquid. They love to challenge towards the logs here. They want to get down there, get stuck in. AK's in the hands of Twits and Elige as well. Cold Zera holding up now, waiting at the bottom of Banana for the smoke to dissipate. Damage inflicted to the Stags. Efer taking the brunt of it. 36 points of health. Cold Zera, 63.
Banana control again. Sitting in the apps, they got everything that they want, and Liquid are very good when they play passively like this on Inferno. It's hard to manage because you don't know what's coming, and a lot of teams will like to take information. Pot flash play, maybe, depending on the pacing of the opposition, how you've read it, could be that you decide to do a top mid pot flash info play, maybe 50 seconds or 45 or maybe 1 minute. Really depends on the pace of the other team. And Team Liquids, they do have Nitro looking in with the AWP from the Arch side. See if he can do anything here. He will be smoked off again. 35 seconds, and MIBR surely are going for A. Surely.
Oof, well, that's a good nade.
25 seconds.
Standard MIB. Oh my lord. Stewie and an AK. 90 seconds and a bomb has got to go down. There's a TT on the side of Cycle. AWP's close range battle sniper. We spoke about it earlier. Trying to avoid getting pre-fired as well. Dancing around the pillar. Scope spotted. That's so fast from him. The bomb can't be planted. Fallen. Going for an off angle. A weird angle. Oh, he's so close. He tries to shoot me in the arse. Misses that one as well. 2 versus 3 in favor of MIBR. We've got Tarek in the pit, but by Graveyard is Nafly. Going for the top. Flying down. I think he ran out of bullets there. Nitro misses a flick. Surely his days are numbered now, and indeed they are. Absolute carnage on the A side. 13 rounds for MIBR.
Really enjoying this game. It's been excellent so far. So many high-octane moments. Nitro was sick on the side there. If he got the third, that's round over for Stewie. He probably takes MVP for the round. So many great entries there. But Nitro did his absolute best to shut them down. This kill for me was stunning. Let's have a look at it. Boom! Right towards the graveyard. And stuffed Cold Zero in the coffin.
Maybe that's the round that irreparably broken Team Liquid at this point. Forcing it up. I think they spent everything. And it's not looking good, is it? Yeah, there's full buy here. Charging down Banana. Desperate times, desperate measures. And Leech will go down. 4 versus 5 now for Team Liquid with what they have remaining in the round, which is very little.
They fully invested into this as well. You can see the M4, 3 pistols, left themselves with nothing. Not even a couple of smokes, 1 smoke and a CZ. Nitro will be there with Nafly holding them off. They managed to do it with CZ before. Can they do it again? It doesn't look good.
Nothing in their pockets but knives and lint. As we reach the minute mark. Taco, hungry for info. Oh,
there we go.
That's a big deagle shot for Crosshair. Slightly too high.
It's a big one.
Guesstimation. Now there's time on the clock, which is not so common for a MIBR pick. And Stewie again, just with the AK being an absolute savage. And here is the burst from Nitro, of course, with the CZ. Player jumping up. Oh, he rings the bell up, Fallen as well. Taco and Twist, they can do this. But it won't be easy. And with that smoke, you do wonder if they will commit. Twist falling away from the B-bomb site, and Taco will do the same.
And they have to save the rifles. It's pretty much as good as it's going to get. They have no money for the next round. They don't even have any loss bonus built up. They're going to get $1,900 per player. With a saved AK and M4, though, this isn't over. But is the hunt going to begin? Doesn't look like it. They're just going to make sure the round is guaranteed. Off they go. Exit through Bananas. Taco and Twist will both save a rifle. And a smoke and a flashbang. Might not sound like much, but considering how low the money is, that is quite significant. Fallen to survive and spawn with his AWP. They've got plenty of cash on the T side. Looking to find match point first. Will they be able to cross the finish line? Time will tell. But still, Liquid will have the force bite for 2 capable players. So I'd say Taco drops an MP5 perhaps. Same story for Twists. Maybe a shotgun or a deagle. Surely they'll go for it. They don't. Wow, I'm super surprised. They're going to try and win out the round. I can hear typing. Is this going to continue? Looks like it will. I'm so shocked. There are 2 rifles up. You just don't buy this. They're going to have to do something brilliant with this one deagle they've got on towards Banana.
3 on B for Liquid. Nitro displaying the knife once again. The bomb will be left in apartments for now. Standard setup from Team Liquid, although it is guesswork, playing at the back of the B-bomb site with 1 rifle and a piece. Ooh, that's a big kill. Again. No one in a position to respond, and they can pick up that rifle.
He knows where Fur plays, doesn't he? The last round he pre-fires him towards the Romeo position. Now he seems to know exactly what he's up to in the boiler room. And they'll commit towards B. This feels like Liquid can do it though. Twist will go down with nothing, but Nafly fighting back with the deagle. He's got flames and players all around him. They'll know he'll be behind second oranges, and there'll be no more frags for him. Shots through the smoke will find a little bit of damage here, but a flashbang retake has to commence for the CTs, looking to steal this round away. Nafly might have to attempt the wallbang here, no one to receive it. Do they save the rifles once again? I would say maybe yes. That's we'll see what they want to do. They have not got a kit. Just a note.
Oh, that's not a bad start, is it?
Might as well go for it now.
Giving a chance to the team, and Tarek is firing his AK. Maybe they can take advantage. No, that had to be a surely. It's Nitro will do as he can, but it will be taken down. 15-9. MIBR now one away from securing the victory, and well, there's a buy left in Liquid now, and so still there is hope. There's a chance. MIBR got 6 in a row. Why can't Team Liquid?
Where there's life, there's got to be hope. It's fine. They can get 6 in a row on the CT side.
What's that from?
It's a song lyric.
Is it Morrissey?
No, Ian Brown.
I feel like it's a quote from Fifth Element or something.
Why specifically the Fifth Element?
No, I watched that movie a lot when I was young.
Okay, so surely you should know it's not then. If you've watched it a lot. Anyway, we'll move on.
Absolutely taken down.
And we'll go towards the quick finish in the A apartments. Looking to flash out, finish things off. Good smoke from Mr. Van Dolken though, but they're flashed off. They won't have a chance to deploy. Taco, he's got his work cut out for him, but Twists will trade out kills. There's still a chance here. Nitro's been so good for Liquid so far. He needs to find a bit more though. Aggressive, looking for the next frag. He might just have it here. Takes down Fallen, and such low HP on the last 2 remaining teams. I think they've done enough. Great stuff with the MP5, and it's just Tarek on 10 HP.
He has a giant comma on his knife.
Comma?
Yeah, you'll see it. Ooh. Cheeky wider peak from Nafly on the re-aggression, and that will be double figures for Team Liquid. 5 rounds away, MIBR, what do they choose to do? Ooh, it's a tough one. Do they go for the buy? Do they go to Ecotown for one more buy? Or for a wider buy? No, they're going to go for it. Why not?
I think me and Henry both looking at his knife.
I forgot about the comma. I didn't look at it.
It's like he specifically went to Tarek's POV.
I'm so sorry.
Just for you.
I missed it. I
And
was
you
thinking.
betrayed him.
I was thinking of the Fifth Element.
Betrayed yourself.
Got to pull the gun out. Very disappointing.
Oh, see ya.
Oh,
got 2 orbs.
I'll take that.
Special delivery.
Does Tarek even know where he is at this point?
Maybe not.
Sometimes you got to figure out where you're going by the radar. It's like if they smoke mid on cash and you're trying to make your way through with the pop flash, sometimes you just get traps.
Oh man, like giving him an orb. Oh, that's not bad damage. But giving him an orb here, that's scary, isn't it? 3 deagles, 2 orbs. That's you don't see that every day in a round like this on the T side of Inferno, but
Indeed,
it's kind of scary, especially when it's Tarek and Fallen.
Yeah, certainly capable of running away with it. Tarek managed to get a Molotov as well. They got the Eagles. The Orps, though, will try and dissect the map. They can't really make their way to a bomb site without another pick, really. They don't have the utility to do it. But they can walk in a contact formation. They've got a player towards this position. Fallen could just hold this area. When they commit towards Banana, he could actually sneak and spawn.
But he should be aware of the Liquid setup. Sometimes they have a player, assuming when they've got 5, they'll have a player behind that pillar in CT, holding a pixel gap, just fire 1 shot, take distraction away and pick them from the arc side of the site itself. But he realizes that no one is there. A hole in the defenses. Hello, just as he's turning around the Liege, and yes, this could be the round. Nafly has much to do, and his teammates haven't even rotated just yet.
That's over, boys.
Wow.
Just like that. AWP, they get the first pick, they steal away a secondary orb, and now Taco and Twist in a 4 versus 2. They can still pull this one back, but it's very unlikely to be something absolutely epic if they can do it. Taco puts his best foot forward. Now there's a real chance. 2 players towards Coffins. He'll use an incendiary to segregate the 3rd player. Let's see what he can do with it.
Oh, they don't have Kevlar, so this is very painful taking any bullets here from the M4s. Moving forward, pressuring the bomb. Oh, he's done it, hasn't he? Very safe position, but can't last for too much longer. Too many players, too many man. 16-10, MIBR with a fantastic performance, all off the back of that 4K from Cold Zero on the first half of that CZ. It seemed like after that point, MIBR were awake, wide awake.
Absolutely. Remember, they won both pistols as well. They got the 3-0 conversion on both sides. They did not look very compelling on their CT side to begin with. After the gun rounds began, it was, 6-round deficit they took until a CZ ace came forward from coldzera. That seemed to just ignite the entire team. At that point, they looked like they were ready to win this game. They would close it out pretty efficiently, but I have to say, I really enjoyed that. The individual skill, James, that was displayed just then, is not something you see every day.
Yeah, that was fantastic. That was absolutely fantastic. And again, I think many plays like this one, like the previous one from coldzera, show the traits, the individual skills, and the personalities of the players concerned. A great matchup, I think. For me, it was a surprising win for MIBR. Again, we spoke about it in key rounds, but it was a great, very engaging match to watch. And that's just the first of the North American schedule today.
It's the first MIBR game as well of the season, so imagine that starting off with a win against the favourites.
The good news is every map played today will be MIBR involved. So we've got them versus Liquid, obviously the next map, then we've got Azo coming up, but for now we can look at the leaderboard, of course. Let's have a look where those numbers broke down. Look at the spread on MIBR. Everyone close to a 20 bomb, just didn't quite make it. That's sensational. Same story as well for Liquid. That is when you know it's an amazing game, you know? It's like everyone's kind of contributing and having a good time. That was really fun to watch. The skill level is amazing. I want to see a bit more out of Nafly, perhaps one of my favorite players to watch. Quiet one for him, 9 and 18. Same story for Alish, but that really was fantastic, and it will be coldzera at the very tippity top. Some great clutches there, and Fallen's play to close things out. You can see he knew exactly what was going on, knew their setup like you mentioned, and broke through CT spawn, took down Alish, and it all fell apart. Some exciting finishes, some great rounds, and I enjoyed myself. Did you?
I did. I always do.
Excellent. We'll go to a break and be back with the second map very shortly. Do not go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. This one's only going to get better.